Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jewel, part two of these fun, decoupage. I had a whole pile of them, and if you haven't seen part one, go back, and it's just a short project for us to do together using a legal-sized envelope. This one might be a little bit bigger, I should say. So we decoupaged the front, and on part one, I talked about the different type of items that you can use for that. And then here's the back, and you can see I didn't go all the way to the end, and I did not need to cover this part because this is going to come like this. So but before we do that, we want to make our little slits for our pockets. So I need to find a piece of cardboard, and I'll show, or packaging or something. Here's a piece to fit in there. So, because I can't, my desk, I've got too many projects going on, so I couldn't find the piece I used earlier. So you're going to slide this in here. So when you make your cut for your pocket, okay, so the sealed envelope itself, you'll have an area in between, so we got to cut that in to make a pocket, and you can do on both sides. As you can see, I have the front and the back, so this is a great little journal enclosure, and I made a variety in all different colors, so that's in the last one. So what I did is I measured up 2 1/4 inches, and about 1/4 inch over from the flap and 1/4 inch over from the other side, and that is where we are going to make our cut. So if this were to be bent over, this is going to fold like this, then you can see we're going to have a slit there. But the way I do this is I kind of make almost like a double little pocket. Yeah, these are pretty heavy duty. Pretty heavy duty right here. So just be real careful with your blades when you do this. So then I have this pocket right here, okay, but I want it a little bit larger. So what I'm going to do is I just simply come down about a 1/16 of an inch right below it and just trace along, you know, the same. And then we have this little piece that's going to come out. So then that's a little bit more of a pocket. So let me grab this. And you can see there we will have this pocket here, okay? So now this will come over like this. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So it would simply come up from the bottom the other way. So 2 1/4, and I figured 2 1/4 so you would have room to see part of your tag out the top. So you can even come down to 2 if you even want more. You know, whatever works for whatever size tag. Now this slit is 3 1/4 inches long is what it is. So it depends on the size of your legal envelope. If you're going to be using junk mail envelopes, then, you know, they kind of come in a variety of sizes. So oh, I know, after I make this slit in here, I'll show you. I got to come in and ink and script stamp this side, and you can see I added a pink hue on this. So I'll show you what I did real quick for this before we put the tablet in there, and then kind of decorate the front of this a little bit. Oh, this is a little wider than I wanted, but it'll do. All right, so then we have this piece that I'm going to cut right out. Be really careful with those blades. Okay, so now we can seal this. But before we seal it, I'm just going to show you what I did on the other side. So I took one of my large script stamps that looks like this. I believe this might be a Prima stamp. If you're interested in that, I will look back. I believe I picked it up off of Amazon. Then I take my archival ink, and this is potting soil. And I'm just going to go and bring the ink to the pad and just kind of get a little bit on there. And then I simply take my project to the ink pad and just do it in a variety of places. And it's very, very subtle. I don't know if you can see that there. And here's some. And then there's some here. I think I'll do a little bit right here. Okay, so that's as simple as that. Then I decided I wanted to add some of the rose color to pick up the rose in the tissue paper. So I have my Worn Lipstick Distress, and I'm just coming in, whoops, and now I'm not going to do it now, but I put a nice coat of Mod Podge over the top of the, say, right up over the top of everything when I was finished. Now, to glue this down, I want to use my Fabri-Tac because it is kind of slick from the Mod Podge, and I'm just going to where you can see the glue line was of the envelope. And put a nice bit of glue there. All right, so there you go. And you can kind of clip this down on each side, you know, if you want it to adhere real good. Now, while that's continuing to dry, so you see this is going to come like this. Actually, it's this way. I am just going to do a little decorating under that. Let me put my ink, a little decorating underneath where that pocket is. So I did a variety of different, like on this one where I did the antique tissue paper, I did a little trim there. And so just to elevate it up a little bit, and then we will go and put the pockets on the inside and then add the paper. Okay, so I have some trims here, and I liked, because there is some peach in here, I thought this possibly we could use this or a section of this, and that really is a lot there. So I'm really not sure. I've got to, well, I'm not going to put glue in here, but you can see this is open, so you might want to glue down the side. I sewed mine. Let me just show you. I sewed all the way around because I wanted to sew the pockets in. So I will do that off camera. But let's go ahead and figure out. I have some trims over here, so I don't know if I want that much. I have this little piece of trim that it's like a little decorative lace. I may use that, and you know, I think for the ties on this one, I'm going to use this color Sorry. And you saw, if you watched the last video, I had quite a variety of different things I used, fabrics and different things I used, but I thought this would lend real pretty to that, and it's like a peachy pink. It's got shimmer in it. So this will be the tie. So I want to kind of maybe tie that in. I do have these cute elements here that I made, and I kind of just put them, so there's this one. Let me see if this might be too big. So this is already collaged, so I don't, that's a little bit too big. Let me cut that down with a fussy cut. So this could go here, or we could put, I was talking myself through this, a piece of this here, and then put that there. And let me see, I have one more over here that I saw that might go. These are all super large. I have this butterfly because there's a butterfly somewhere on here, and let me look at this, and that to me is just, that's, let me cut it out, but I think that might just be too much. That's a large one. Actually, I don't know. And then it would tie this in, and then maybe I could just put a little piece of yarn. I think I like that. And then I want to put a little something there, so I think that's going to go there. I'm looking. Okay, I have this trim. And no, I'm not going to ink that. I'm not going to take time to ink. This is flatter. I think I'm going to use a piece of this. I'm pretty much out of my crochet trim. Now I want to just take this top piece off because that's just going to be too wide. And just put a little piece of this, and this can go just in right behind there. Okay, so let's glue that down because we're going to run out of time. So whatever you have on your desk for trims, use them up. You know, this is a junk journal style. I think I'm going to turn this way. Project, you know. So it's all about, you know, recycling, reusing. So let's put this guy down. He's cute. This little cluster here. I make these up ahead of time and then leave them on a long strip like that. And then I can kind of just wrap them up and put them up in my stash. All right, while we're here, I'm going to add a little glue here for the tie. So I'm just going to plop that right there like that. Just down like that and there. And we're going to flip it over and we're going to add a pocket. So let's put a pocket in here. I've got glue sticking to my fingers. I have a variety of papers here that I cut down pretty much to pocket size. Let me see. This is a little bit too, it's a Stamperia. This is a little too small, a little too much blue. You see this one. It's very vivid. This one is pretty. Let's use this one. It's simple. Let's round the corners, I think. Yep. I was gonna say if I found my corner rounder. And I have a notcher. Just eyeball it, and we will go ahead and do a little pink ink. First, just to pull in all that pink color, and then I think I'm just going to do a quick distress vintage photo. Trying to find all my appropriate ink pads here. And I will come back and sew this. So this I'm just going to put some glue down the side, just a little bit, just to tack it, because I'll come back and sew it. But if you're not sewing yours, you know, add plenty of glue. Center that in there. So we have the bottom inside pocket. And then when I sew this, that'll really attach that tie nicely. Now, let me put a little here, because I've got a little piece of tissue paper there. All right, so now this is going to be like this, okay, here's the front, and then we will have our space for a tag here. So where did my little tag go? She would go in here, I think, even, because I did the same color sari up here. This is a little pinker, and that'd be cute. I'll just leave her in there. Now we are going to add our tie for the other side. So I want to somehow make sure they're lined up. So let me just put some glue right in the middle here. And just kind of lay that down to get that. And then we're going to do a pocket here. Oh, you know what? I just realized I've got, yeah, okay, got that pocket right. Okay, it's because it's going to be this way. Okay, and now we're going to be doing the pocket on this side, and this pocket will be on the bottom. So our papers are going to go right in the middle here, okay? So I have a stack of papers, and they're just going to go in the middle. And this stack, I think I might have to cut down a little bit for it to fit. But I'll show you how I adhere those in a second. All right, so let's make our second pocket. See, these are real simple. The majority of the process is to, I'll use this side, and I'll just have to dirty it up a little bit. The majority of the process is really in the decoupaging, which is to me my favorite part of the whole deal. And then you can come in and decorate these pockets. As a matter of fact, we might decorate this one just simply because I have this extra trim here. Oh, this one looks a little long, so I'm just going to take a little bit off of this side. Come back in and notch that corner again. All right, and then that should be good, and we'll glue that in. Whoops. I have to add a little acetone to my glue. It's a little thick. If you're watching Paula, I forget her last name, won the giveaway of the accordion file, and I have not received an address from you yet, so if you're watching this and you missed the video where I did the drawing, please message me on Facebook or contact me through my email, which is I wrote that in underneath the giveaway video, and contact me so I can mail that out. So I'll give her another week or two, but then I'm gonna have to move on and do another drawing and send that to someone else, because it's been a week since I did that video. So what do we have here? You know, I have, this is real pretty. This kind of goes right in with the whole thing. We could just add a little of that, and how quick and easy is that? Let's do that. Why not? Glue that on there, and we're gonna call this project just about done after I show you how I put my Okay, paper in. All right, so here's our cute little flip up. And you know, we got a pocket here, pocket inside here, pocket up here. Then grab yourself your papers that you have, any kind of papers, whatever you want to use. And I'm kind of just going to trim these up a little bit because they look like they were a little bit long. Then what I do is I find the center of my papers, okay, and you can sew these in regular pamphlet stitch, but these work quite well through the machine if you're a sewer. So what I do is I lay it on the machine and I do a straight stitch straight across, and I have my little tablet, and then you tie up the bottom, and these are great little gifts. Let me just show you, let me open the inside of this one and I'll show you what that looks like sewn. Just like that, right down the middle. Okay guys, so I hope you like this little project and you make some of these to pop in your journals or pop in Happy Mail or pop in your purse. Okay, thanks for watching and have a blessed rest of your day. Okay, bye-bye. See you next time.